Here I am, just walking near the top of Abbey Street. A fairly grey, damp Monday morning in November. This is Armagh we're in, anyway. So that's heading down Dawson Street. Up ahead's the old, what used to be the old city hospital. Not sure what they do now in it, but I think there's certainly a hostel in one part of it. And I think the Irish Studies Museum is in another part of it. To the left is the parochial house for Armagh. That's where most of the priests live. And straight ahead is the famous Robinson Library, where the original manuscript of Gulliver's Travels is kept. Ahead now we've got the Church of Ireland Cathedral. There's been a church on that site since around 500 AD. There's the Robinson Library. Obviously closed because of COVID, which is a shame. As are most things, mind you. So there's the Church of Ireland Cathedral, St Patrick's Church of Ireland Cathedral. And this is Vicar's Hill. Now this is where clergy of the diocese would have been housed when they were at the head office, basically, of the Anglican Church. I used to live in the street myself. It's also the home of the famous Green Lady ghost story from Armagh. Number 6 is where I used to live. And there we have it. No, number 8 was where I lived. That's where it was. Number 6, I think, is where the Green Lady was. So these steps take us up towards the cathedral itself. Again, unfortunately, all closed up. There's a famous story. I call it the Battle of Vicar's Hill. When we stayed in Vicar's Hill, one night, somebody set fire to these doors. And they were all blackened. So the security forces were called, so the police and fire brigade arrived up here, and of course Vicar's Hill being a cul-de-sac, the fire brigade went down to the cul-de-sac and they were attacked from the Count Street side, which I'll just show you now. And they couldn't get out because it was so narrow and it was a cul-de-sac. So we were told to stay in the house with our children as rubber bullets rained around us. And I actually have one of the rubber bullets at home that I found the next morning during the clear up. So as you can see, that is overlooking Armagh from the cemetery of the Church of Ireland Cathedral. Over in the distance, you can maybe see the county ground. Whoops, sorry about that. So in the distance, you can maybe see the county grounds, the lights. Still fairly new to this machine. And looking down here, we see the gate over here leading to the college, to the Cathedral Gardens, which are for another day. So we'll just walk around the outside of the cemetery. It's very old here. Quite windy up here too. And we'll probably be able to see the Cathedral Gardens. So we'll have a look at those another day. So there's another view of the cathedral. And if we walk on around this way, see some old tombs. I'm not sure who's in this one. The Reverend Richard Alforts died in 1849. There's some strange fungus here. I'm not sure what that fungus is. Growing out of the base of a tree. It was a nice tree. Now, we can have another look into Cathedral Gardens here. Those houses down there are in Castle Street. And here you can see part of the Cathedral Gardens. Beautiful in the sunshine. And the sculpture of a head there, I'm not sure what it's supposed to actually imply. So, if we just head on around here again, towards my starting point. Should soon be able to see what is purported to be the resting place of Brian Boru, famous Irish chieftain. I think it's possibly up here somewhere. Commemoration stone. Or maybe I've missed it. No, here we are. So, near this spot on the north side of the great church was laid the body of Brian Brew, slain at Clontarf, AD 1204. No, 1504. No, I'm not sure. 1004. My Roman numerals aren't very good. 1014. And if I'd read this one first, I would have seen that. So, what I'll maybe try and do now is a panorama of the cathedral using the DJI Pocket 2, but I will probably take single files produced and actually stitch the panorama in Adobe Lightroom. I just find it does a much better job. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed that. We'll talk soon.